MMA Boxing Talk here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Anthony Joshua versus Wladimir Klitschko. It's going down in 2 days. We're 48 hours away from the biggest fight in boxing since Lewis Tyson. Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. That was 15 years ago, 2002. And this is the biggest heavyweight fight since then by far. Obviously, it doesn't have the public interest over here in America like Lewis versus Tyson did. Um, that was a whole different. The build up, you can't even compare it to this build up. Joshua Klitschko, all class. They show each other lots and lots of respect. But this is a big, big fight, and this is the biggest fight in British boxing history, period. They already sold out Wembley Stadium. 90,000 tickets were sold. 90,000. They sold out Wembley Stadium. That is insane. So right then and there, they're going to break attendance records for British boxing. Now, of course, if you haven't already, I've made a prediction video, I believe a couple days back. I'm predicting Anthony Joshua to get a ninth round TKO win or KO, whatever. That's just my prediction. Go check that out if you haven't watched it yet. One interesting stat here is, of course, it's youth versus experience with Joshua Klitschko. Joshua has only 18 pro fights. He's definitely stepping up early. 18 fights and you're already fighting Wladimir Klitschko, a legend, a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer. It's impressive by Anthony Joshua. I mean, if you look at Deontay Wilder, he has, I think, 36 or 37 fights. He still hasn't stepped up to opposition like Klitschko, Wilder still hasn't fought anyone in the top 10. So, anyway. But yeah, Anthony Joshua, Wladimir Klitschko. Klitschko has boxed 358 rounds in his career. Joshua only 44. So that just proves, the youth versus experience, how lopsided the experience is, But Anthony Joshua does make up for it in youth and size and power. He's very, very slick in there. And I do see him stopping Wladimir Klitschko. And if it goes to the distance, it would do a lot of good for Anthony Joshua. Win or lose, you gain a lot of experience. But I do think that Anthony Joshua is going to stop Wladimir Klitschko. Klitschko's 41 years old. He's not known for having an iron chin, and with the way Joshua hits, I just don't see Klitschko getting out of there. He's definitely gonna get counted out by the referee. That's just my opinion. But I had to talk about this. It's 2 days away. It's such a huge, huge fight. I cannot wait for this. I mean, 90,000 people. It's a big, big deal over there in the UK. And, of course, hardcore boxing fans over here and all around the world are very excited for this matchup. We've waited a long time. I think they announced it. It might have been back in December they announced this fight, maybe early January. But I remember thinking, April 29th, that's never going to come. It's so far away. But here it is. We're so close now. But an interesting thing, too, Joshua has said in the media during interviews lately that he doesn't see the reason to come over to America, and he made a good point. When he started when he started boxing in 2008, 2009, Floyd Mayweather was on top. I mean, really, Manny Pacquiao was right there. Floyd was retired in 2008 and 2009, but he came back in 2009. Anyway, whatever. Everyone in boxing had to come to the U.S. The big money fights were in the U.S. And guys like back then, guys like Ricky Hatton, they had to go over to America if they wanted a big payday. Well, now that the tables have reversed, and for a guy like Anthony Joshua, the big money's over there in the UK. He doesn't feel the need to rush over to the US, but he says he will fight in the US one day. He is a world champion. He wants to going around the whole world to defend his title. Not the whole world, but he's gonna go. He's gonna leave, and he's gonna leave the UK. He's gonna come to the US eventually. Who knows if it's 2, 3 years down the road? But he will come eventually, and his debut in America will be a big, big deal. Of course, he's got to continue trending in the right direction if he wants that you know that that debut in America to be something else. But I think he's got the potential. I think he's got what it takes. We're going to really find out on Saturday what both guys are made of. What Klitschko's got left. Is he still the real deal? And we're going to find out Anthony Joshua. We're going to find out a lot about him. This is a career-defining moment for Anthony Joshua, I believe. Stepping up in competition by far, his biggest step up in competition. First ballot Hall of Famer, legend, a guy that was the heavyweight champion for 9 years straight. It's going to be interesting. A lot of questions will be answered in 2 days' time. I cannot wait. I had to put out another video just to blabber a little bit about Joshua Klitschko. It's biggest fight in boxing heavyweight history since 2002. So, we're due for a classic heavyweight battle, and I hope it delivers. I think it will deliver, and I got Anthony Joshua finishing Wladimir Klitschko in the 9th round. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video, subscribe and check me out on Twitter at MA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.